Francisco 49ers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Purdy with it on third and long. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. The 20. 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, it's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have the 49ers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Second and 5 now. Purdy eluding the pressure right. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone. Over out of bounds.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he's brought down. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. McCaffrey. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Again, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Tua going to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first and 10, it's Mostert. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is Sanders answers.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here we go.
Here's Tua. Open net is Waddle complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On second down, Mostert. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. In the first half, despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Now Tua. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. Touchdown! Tanner Connor from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the 22, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the...
Hi Malkfja. Do you have a mic?
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fielded right around the 80. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Okay, break. Check you.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
After the sack on first down, Tua rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back.
Because touchdown, Dolphins! Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Again, Elvin Barton, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To throw again on second down. Tua. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Right where this set of down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami. Running the counter with Mostert. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Here we go.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Connor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Tua finding his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Boston Scott, his first carry. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Hurts sets up to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. That's for the opposing offense. You wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. In motion goes the tight end. From the 45 on 2nd down. Hurts looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off Byron Jones. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick-6 for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monsters we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And he rifles one incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. It's a second down run with Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They've come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first and 10, it's Sanders. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Come 19, 19 tight, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Throwing is Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Here we go.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. Third and long. They'll set up a throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
60 Vikings, 7 Pirates.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Hurts. Looks to his running back, and he's got him. It's Miles Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. From just shy of midfield, Tua. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Tua to throw. Over to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. as he'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Back to 60.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
18 runners.
They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Into the hands of Sanders. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Eagles are going to win the football game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lambeau. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. The 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback?
And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Tua hit, and the ball is out, and the Packers pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
From the 39, Rodgers. Quick slant to Watson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep it.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
And he's out right at the 25. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It almost pushed them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, Sometimes they're ready for you, and that time they were on guard. Incomplete.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Uses the stiff arm. And he gets it down to the 32. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Jones has it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now Crosby for the point after. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse, and this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Trent Sherfield, 71 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your...
And this is going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Flushed out right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
Man open, here is Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Jones will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Jones again. Dances by him. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. They've got his man complete. And he will be taken down.
NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Into the air right away is Allen. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit. But it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
Allen now on first down. He's got him in. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 72 yards. And the Bills need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. Past the 20. 10, 5. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. He's got room at the 30. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox. 58 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Play action. Now it's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 47 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what the...
Allen hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have broken the tie.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tanner Conner, 66 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From the 10. Well, now how about this return? And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Allen going to go on 4th down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and down the field. And let's face it, if you're the offensive coordinator for either squad, pretty happy with what you're seeing. If you're the defensive coordinator,
you're not so happy.
You're frantically searching for something that'll work. You're on the headset talking to your assistant. You're checking your play sheet. You're going through your memory banks of all the tape you've watched. You've got to come up with something, anything that'll help slow them down.
Searching for answers.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Buying time to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is going to lose yardage here. From midfield, here's Tua. Hard throw, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Okay, ready? Strike! Strike!
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On second down, Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On third down, Mostert hit, and he drops the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
Watch out now. 56 check snap.
They'll try and run with Wilson. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jeff Wilson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50%.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Tua now on 1st down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Let's go. Strike.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, go. 10 cycles. Hey, computer. Ready?
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Brings up third and
Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him go like turtle.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert able to take it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Forced out to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's swung out to Mostert. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Dolphins 52, Bills 28. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go right back to Singletary.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A give up the middle to Singletary. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Steps, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Allen, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 2nd and inches, Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.